First I'm gonna tell you what I ain't gonna do. Ain't gonna talk about Deca, Danielle, or Q. Ain't gonna talk about Tremaine, Marquise, or Charles. Ain't gonna talk about Jerome, Malik, or Lamar. Key, Ariel, Wake, Sandy, G. DJ, Taylor, Green, Tiffany. Ain't gonna talk about Jocelyn, she ain't dating Q. Ain't gonna talk about Kyla, Kayla, Tia, too. Ain't gonna talk about Shadarius, Donovan, Kareem. Ain't gonna make fun of Koichev, that'd be cold and mean. Nothing about Shamika, Jared, Chris, Lopez, too. Adrian, Gilbert, nothing about you. The International Club, you know they're the best. Ethiopian, Hanan, Tassina, Bangladesh. Brooke, Taylor, Reps, the good old US. Well, Leticia came all the way from Brazil. And Brandon Dix, well, he's dressed to kill. Savannah might get mentioned one or two more times, but now it's time to introduce about whom I'm gonna rhyme. It's Matt Simon. Matt Simon. Matt Simon is a man, he's 6 feet tall. Wears Under Armour all day and he plays football. He was in my class in the 11th grade. He sat next to Laney so he couldn't think straight. Never said a word, just a real sweet kid. I probably don't know half of what he did. Hanging with Bellamy and Desmond Reed. Running the place that Coach Johnson needs. This year's different now, Bell's at UGA. And Matt Simon stepped up to take his place. Likes to hear himself talk, he says, "I'm so cool." Savannah tells him every day, "Boy, you a fool." She goes on and on, Matt riles her up. Then she get mad at Mr. Deemer cause he didn't shut Matt up. Please, young savvy, you're 18 years of age. And all these boys acting like it's 6th grade. It's hard for me to tell you much more about the dude. He don't say no and he don't be rude. He say yeah. He say yeah. I don't know what it mean. He say yeah. Yeah. Matt Simon come in the class in his comfortable shoes, like he just rolled out of bed and his mama don't approve. Too big for the desk, sprawled all over the place. Giant earring in his ear, tiny mustache on his face. He gets the work done, cause he be graduating. And next year at the parties, he'll be instigating. He say, yeah. He say, yeah. Yeah. When Matt was in diapers, crawling on the floor, I was going in the club through the backstage door. Before Matt Simon even knew how to walk, I was at the Star Bar playing heavy rock. Matt Simon was born in May of '96. I was there when that dude bombed the Olympics. I was already in my 20s. Matt didn't know the difference between 100 and a penny. So whatever I ask, he's got the same reply. He looks me in the eye. He say, yeah. He say, yeah. There's one less crazy thing you gotta know about Matt. It's on his head, but it ain't a hat. Somebody please think up a name for this hairstyle. It's so outrageous, it's willing and wild. Sticking up on his head, gravity defied. Spiky and curly and tall and wide. Looks like a hat some lunatic might wear. It looked pretty good on a panda bear. Even Mr. Spearman thinks it's pretty whack. I bet today Matt Simon's all dressed in black, saying yeah. Yeah. Before I end the greatest rap you ever heard, I gotta throw my boy Jaquan a couple of words. You might remember back in first semester, back in August all the way to December, Jaquan was in the class till he got switched out. But we all miss that dude, there can't be no doubt. Napping in the corner, minding his own biz, dreaming about Michael Jackson and the Wiz. He had lots of personality and jokes to match. You take him to a restaurant, he'll spend your cash. Say yeah. For Jaquan, say yeah. When y'all go off to college, get a job in the fall, you better not forget 6th period at all. Me and Mr. Spearman up in 3127, hanging out in our little piece of heaven. Don't forget what you learned and don't forget what we taught. Put up the phone before you get caught. When you write your essays, you put the period down. At the end of the sentence is where it should be found. I taught you about where the apostrophe goes, and how Jack rolled a boulder down on Piggy's nose. From the start we knew Piggy would die. Someone spilled the beans. I got mad, assigned him another book. He got 100 every quiz he took. Macbeth was a fool to listen to his wife, standing around holding a bloody knife. We learned what women want in the Canterbury Tales. Put the lady in charge or your marriage gonna fail. Beowulf, he's the original G. He'll barehand a dragon down under the sea. He'll tear off Grendel's arm and hang the head on the door. Drink some mead with the king and sleep on the floor. Into the Abyss, a documentary we saw about a couple of idiots who broke the law. Texas Texas tied them down and turned on the juice. I still think the death penalty abuse. Then there was that lady, totally brain dead, baby in her belly, blood clot in her head. Some of us thought they should keep her alive. Others say, let the poor lady die. Barack is the president, Larry runs the school. Damer is the teacher you all think is cool. You ain't got no idea just how I roll around in a Cadillac with the top pulled down. All over town, I can't be stopped. If you see me on the street, you better call the cops. I'm an English teacher, so the words flow like a spigot. You gotta be a fool if you can't dig it. Say yeah. Say yeah. Say yeah. Yeah.